Hey guys, how's it going? B-Dog here. So today we are going to cover all of the major things going forward with Dead by Daylight and all the stuff going forward with the 4th anniversary. So we are just going to hit some major points and kind of cover everything that was super important. But with that being said, let's go ahead and hop right into it. Alright, so the first big set of news is obviously the new chapter, and it is the Silent Hill chapter. The new killer is going to be the Executioner, and the brand new survivor is going to be Cheryl Mason, and we are also getting a new map that is the Midwich Elementary School. I am very excited about this chapter. Honestly, I came in with low expectations, to be honest with you, but they actually did a really good job for the whole stream, and there's a lot of brand new cool stuff coming, at least in my opinion. But let's go ahead and go to the perks for Survivor and Killer. Alright, so for the first perk for Cheryl, it is called Soul Guard. And what this perk does is it gives you endurance after being healed or recovering from the dying state. Now, if you are cursed, you can recover from the dying state yourself. And then for her second perk, it is called Blood Pact. This links you to the Obsession. If you or the Obsession are injured, you will see each other's aura, and if you get healed, you will get the haste effect for a limited time, so meaning you can move a little bit faster for a short period of time. And then the third perk was a little confusing. I don't understand it. Maybe it's just me. Hopefully you guys understand it, or hopefully we can figure it out. But it is called Repress the Lines. This allows the survivor to block a generator for whatever reason. I'm not really sure what that means. It was not really explained properly, in my opinion, but maybe I missed something. If I did, please let me know or correct me. I just don't understand what the purpose of it is. But anyways, let's go ahead and go to the Executioner's perks and power. Alright, so let's go ahead and cover the Executioner's power real quick. So he has a special ranged attack that can go through objects that have collision. So anything within the map that normally has collision, from what I gather, his ranged attack can go through it, which will be a very fun and interesting way to play him. And then also he's got another cool unique ability that allows him to make trenches, and if a survivor runs into them, they get a brand new status effect called the Tormented status effect. Now, if you are affected by this and you are down, essentially you are put into a cage. Now, this sounds a little strange, but it's actually quite cool. It's a very alternate way of hooking a survivor. So for example, it's the same mechanics as a hook. It just places you in a cage versus actually hooking you. But there is still 3 stages, so you got like your beginning stage, your middle stage, and then the sacrifice stage. And then the cool part about the torment status effect is, from what I gather, if you are on Death Hook, you can now be moried if you have the status effect, the torment status effect. So it's very crucial to be very mindful of it. From what I understand, it's going to be quite powerful, and I'm actually quite excited about it. But let's go ahead and cover his perks. Alright, so for the Executioner's perks, the first one we are going to cover, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this correctly, but I believe it is pronounced Forsprints. This perk gives the broken status effect to a survivor that takes a protection hit. I'm not sure how long it lasts or anything like that, but essentially if you take a hit for a survivor, you now have the broken status effect. Then we got Trail of Torment. This makes the killer undetectable when he breaks a generator, and the generator is highlighted in a yellow aura so the survivors can see the gen that is being broke. And then we got Deadbound. If a survivor heals another survivor and they try to run far away from them. So essentially, the way that this perk works is if two survivors heal each other and they get too far away from one another, they, from what I understand, both suffer from the Oblivious status effect. So that's like another thing to be mindful. I think his perks are really cool. I am really excited for him. And then also, if you are on PC, the PTB is available now. So if you want to go play the new chapter, it's up and running from what I understand. And then the release date is not set in stone yet, but it's going to be roughly about 3 weeks from now. But anyways, let's go ahead and cover some more important things with the stream. Alright, so one of the biggest parts of this stream, which at least to me this is the biggest news in my opinion, and that is the crossplay feature that is going to come to Dead by Daylight. Yes, it is finally here, so I am really excited about it. Wait times and everything are rough on console. It's it's a disaster sometimes. But anyways, let's kind of go into the changes. So the goal is to have full crossplay by the end of this year. And the way it's going to work is there's going to be an in-game friends list that's separate from your actual friends list from whatever system you play on. And the way it's going to work, from what I gather, is they're going to test it on PC, and then eventually it's going to go to console. And this part I'm really excited about. From what I gather and what they said on the stream, PC and console will eventually be able to play together, and it's just going to make life a hell of a lot easier, especially whenever it comes to finding matches. I know, like, I do like a lot of DBD content on PC, but whenever I do play DBD, it is on console more so than PC, and let me tell you, those wait times are miserable, no matter what rank you are. So yes, thank goodness it is finally coming. Like I said, they're planning to have it at sometime between now and the end of the year, so it is a work in progress, but DBD is finally going to get crossplay. Now, the other thing that they were talking about was cross progress. From what I gather, it is a very real possibility, and they're actively working on it, but it's not 100% guaranteed the way crossplay is right now. So crossplay will come. Cross progress, it's still in the works, but I think personally it's going to come. But with that being said, let's go and cover some other stuff. Alright, so the next big piece of big news for DBD is there is going to be a huge graphic update that is going to make the game look a lot better, and it is going to be on par, from what I understand, with next-gen games, which this is a long time coming. I am so happy that they are going to do this. It needed to happen. Because, I mean, as much as I love DBD, I mean, it does look a little rough around the edges, but they are going to update all of the assets from what I understand. So all of, the maps, the generators, all the props, and the characters are going to be updated at some point, and this is expected to be done within this year. So I am really excited about it, and the little tidbits that they showed in the stream, so if you watch the stream, you'll see what I mean. I thought it looked really good. I'm really excited about it. I cannot wait for it to drop, but let's go ahead and cover some more topics. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about matchmaking a little bit. This was kind of a confusing topic, but I'm going to try to explain it to the best of my ability. So from what I understand, they are going to shake up matchmaking just a little bit. So apparently the matchmaking and all that was, I guess, as far as like your rank and everything, was more dictated on how long the match was going on and how you did, I guess, in accordance to your time in the match. But now they are going to change it now to where essentially the time is not going to matter, and it's more so like what you got done during the match versus how much you got done and how long you were quote unquote, playing or surviving in the match. So I think it's going to be a really good change, especially if they do that. I think it'll be very helpful that way, if you do get a lot done, but unfortunately you're the first one killed. I think it's going to help survivors who kind of get, unfortunately, unfortunately murked pretty quickly. It'll give them a chance to kind of rank up and whatnot. But that's just what I gathered from it. Let me know what you guys think about it, and if there's anything I forgot on this particular topic, because I just did not fully understand it. But like I said, let me know what you guys think, but let's go to our next topic. Alright, so the other big thing that is going to come is they are planning to change some of the characters in Dead by Daylight. They really didn't specify, who was going to get changed or what they were going to add. But essentially, there are going to be some characters that are going to have changes, kind of like how they did with the Doctor. So I'm assuming that they're primarily going to focus on killers with this. So it'll be interesting to see what they do and kind of how they shake things up. And then the last bit for this particular topic is they are adding and implementing something that is similar to the in-game collapse, but it's going to be at the beginning of the game. They really didn't elaborate much on it. They just said it was going to be a thing at some point in DBD. It's just something that they're messing around with right now. I think it's going to be kind of cool just to see how all this stuff goes. It's very interesting, and I think it'll kind of shake up the game quite a bit. But let's go ahead and cover some more interesting topics. Alright, so the next topic that is very important is covering DBD Mobile. Now, from June to September, there are going to be updates on a monthly basis. Now, each month is going to rotate. Now, what I mean by that is 1 month will have a new fresh content, so you'll have some new stuff to mess around with on DBD Mobile. And then the following month will have a quality of life update, or just, making things a little bit more balanced. So 1 month will have fresh content, and then the next month is quality of life. So that will go on from June to September. And then the other big news from DBD Mobile is in August there will be a new killer and a new map for mobile. There will also be more upcoming cosmetics for mobile as well. So if you play DBD Mobile, there is a lot of new stuff coming. So let's go to our next topic. Alright, so this next thing I'm going to talk about is actually pretty cool, and I hope that they expand upon it in the future with future DLC, and that is these things called legendary skins. Like I said, I'm not sure if they're going to be implemented in the future or not, but one example of this is the new Survivor. If they have a legendary skin equipped, they now take the appearance of the Silent Hill character Lisa Garland. Hopefully this is a consistent thing and there's more stuff like this to come. I'm really excited about it. I think it's a really cool feature and I hope that they build upon it. But let's go ahead and cover our last topic. Alright, so the last topic I am going to cover is this new program that they got called Fog Whispers. And from what I gather, essentially it's a partnership between DBD and content creators. I think it's kind of a cool idea, but I will explain a little bit more here. So essentially, this allows content creators to get auric cells and special cosmetics and blood points to use during the PTB. This is a really cool idea, but it's kind of one of those things, I feel that everyone should just kind of be able to do it. I don't think it should be limited to content creators, just because, of course, anyone who plays the PTB, we want to play the new character. So it really doesn't make, a lot of sense to, in my opinion, to grind on the PTB when all we want to do is play a, new killer or a new survivor. But that's just my opinion. Maybe people will think a little bit differently. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. There is a lot of cool stuff that has happened with DBD. I'm really excited for it. To be honest with you, I was a little burnt out on DBD, but they have really cool ideas that I think are going to help make this game a lot better and much more fun, and as well as the new crossplay that is going to be implemented at some point, so more people are going to be playing at one time. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you are brand new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you guys later.